Greetings, baseball fans. This is the third in a series of memorial games using History Maker Baseball, in which we honor ball players who have passed away in the year 2020. And we've got a classic matchup today, the 1968 St. Louis Cardinals facing the Mets at Shea Stadium. And we've got two Hall of Fame pitchers who left us in 2020 on the mound. Bob Gibson for the Cardinals, Tom Seaver for the Mets. Both have the ace rating, both have the double control rating. And each team also has another featured player. Third Hall of Famer for the Cardinals. We got left fielder Lou Brock going to be leading off. And he's got the Delta double and Delta triple rating. And one more player who passed away in 2020 on the Mets. Maybe not a Hall of Famer, but he's still remembered for something else. We got Phil Linz at second base. And if you've never heard the harmonica story involving Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, when he was on the Yankees, I suggest you look it up. Take too long for me to tell it, and Mickey Mantle will tell it a lot better than I do. So let's get a quick look over the lineup for the St. Louis visiting Cardinals. Lou Brock leading off in left, Julian Javier at second base, Curt Flood in center field, Orlando Cepeda hitting cleanup at first base, Mike Shannon the third baseman, hitting sixth Roger Maris in right field. Behind the plate, Tim McCarver. Hitting eighth, Dal Maxwell, the shortstop. And Bob Gibson will hit ninth, the pitcher. For the hometown Mets, Tommy Agee leading off in center. Linz at second base. Ron Swoboda in right field. Cleanup hitter, Cleon Jones in left. The glider, Ed Charles at third. Hitting sixth, Jerry Grody behind the plate. Ed Kranepool at first. Hitting eighth, we got Bud Harrelson at short, and Tom Seaver will bat ninth. And as we've done for the other memorial games in this series, both teams are considered sunny as far as the mood goes. And the hot batter for each team is the cleanup hitter, and the cold batter is the number 8 hitter. And I will occasionally be using the fast action cards to check for stolen base and taking extra base chances. So let's get right to it. Lou Brock leading us off. And here's the pitch from Seaver. 1-1-3. Ace. He is an ace, so Brock will ground out the first. Kranepool up with it, steps on the bag. Julian Javier steps in. And there's 1-3-3. That's going to be a fly out to left. Cleon Jones under it. 2 down. And Curt Flood, the number 3 hitter. 3-4-6. And he is eager, so he takes a swing at the first pitch from Seaver, and he flies out to center. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Tom Seaver. And I should mention that the first 2 games that we've played already have been very un-1968-like as far as the hitting goes. You know, that was the year of the pitcher. And we had a lot of hits and a lot of runs in those games, so we'll see if we get a different result here with the 2 Hall of Fame pitchers on the mound. So we got the Mets up, bottom of the first. Agee steps in against Gibson. Here we go, 2-3-5. And he is an eager hitter, so he takes a cut at the first pitch. And that will, no, it will not be a single because there is also the thumb icon there, which means that if he's a whiffer, he strikes out. So Agee taking his cuts there, and Gibson mows him down for the first out. Phil Linz steps in, batting right-handed, 1-2-4. Control pitcher grounds out to short. So Maxwell up with it. Over to first, that's 2 down, and Ron Swoboda stepping in. There's triple ones. And because Gibson is an ace, he grounds out to third Shannon across the infield to first, and that's 3 outs. If Gibson was not an ace, that would have been a home run for Swoboda. So, St. Louis up, top of the second. Orlando Cepeda, right-hander, steps in against Seaver. The pitch, 1-3-3. Slugger, home run to center field, but the decider dies, says no, because Cepeda's a semi-slugger. So that's going to just be a fly out to left. Jones gets it at the warning track. 1 down. Mike Shannon steps in. We got 1-4-6. A flash pitcher will strike him out. Seaver is semi. The decider die, does not agree. So we will check for champion. No, so it's a ground out to second. So Phil Linz over to Cranepool. That's 2 down. Roger Maris, batting lefty, steps in. 1-4-5. And he just grounds out over to first base. Down the line, Cranepool picks it up, steps on the bag. That's 3 down. And we go to the bottom of second. No score. Cleanup hitter, Cleon Jones stepping in. Gibson with the pitch. 5-5-6. Ace, he will line out to third. Jones got good wood on it, but he hit it right at Mike Shannon. Ed Charles, the glider, steps in. 1-2-6. A fresh pitcher will get him to line out to second, and because it's the second inning, Gibson is fresh. Julian Javier stabs it. 2 down. Jerry Grody, the catcher, steps in, hitting right. 1-4-6. A flash pitcher will get him to strike out, and Gibson is a flash. Second K for Gibson. 3 up, 3 down. Game moving along smoothly. We go to the top of the third. Tim McCarver, batting left-handed, steps in. 1-1-2. A flash pitcher will get him to strike out. And let's see, it's got the eye for good eye. McCarver has semi-good eye. Decider die says yes. So he is, he avoids a strikeout. He just grounds out. Okay, so it's still an out. I thought it was going to be a base on balls there. Number 8 hitter, Dal Maxville. 1-3-5. That's going to take us to the unusual event chart. And we are going to look at, let's see, red 3, black. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's the umpire chart. Blue, because the blue die, umpire chart. With the bases empty. 1-2, strict umpire at second base, and Engel is not strict. So other umpire rules batter safe with a double. So Maxville bangs one off the wall, and he slides into second. Bob Engel calls him safe. I didn't announce the umpires. We've got Tony Venzen at first, Bob Engel at second, Frank Desalim at third, and Mel Steiner behind the plate. So the Cardinals got a man on second, 1 out. Gibson steps in. He's usually a good hitter. He doesn't have a home run rating on his card this year. And there goes the dice, but he has been known to hit home runs in the past. Here we go. Gibson. 2-5-6. Infield drama. Infield drama. 1-2. Batter safe on first at error. I don't think, the Mets, as far as fielding, Linz is a semi-iron and Seaver is semi-gold. In fact, both pitchers are semi-gold fielders. All right, so that's going to be an error on shortstop, error on Harrelson. So we got first and third, and Brock is up, the leadoff hitter, hitting left-handed. Steps in, the pitch from Seaver, 1-1-6. A fresh pitcher will strike him out. Seaver throws the heat. Brock takes a swing and misses. 2 down. Julian Javier. And that's 2-3-3. An ace or star will get him to ground out to short. Seaver has the ace rating. Harrelson up with it. He makes the play this time. And Seaver gets out of the inning. Strands men on first and third with 1 out. So Kranepool up. Hitting left-handed against Gibson. And the pitch, 1-3-5. We're going to go to the umpire chart again. And base is empty. Let's see. 2-5. Questionable umpire at first. Yes, Tony Venzen is questionable. Blows the call. Batter safe on first. So Kranepool on first with a single. Let's see. Should we have manager Red Shandies come out and argue? I know there's a strategy card for that. Let's see what. Argue with umpire. Manager Zeal improves team chemistry for next at bat. Any team gains harmony. Well, they already have harmony, so that's not necessary. So Kranepool on, no threat to steal. Harrelson up. Switch hitter hitting left. So we've got 2, 4, 6. A control pitcher will get him to ground out, and that's just going to be a fielder's choice. So Harrelson is on. Kranepool thrown out at second. Let's check if Harrelson's semi-stoic. We're not going to check for a stolen base. Seaver the batter. 2, 4, 6. A control pitcher gets him to ground out to the pitcher. So Gibson gets the out at second. Seaver is now the batter with 2 out and AG at the plate. 1-6-6. Workman or gilded. Now remember, with 1968 set, all the pitchers are considered gilded. So that is a single to left field. Seaver will stop at second. The Mets have 2 men on with 2 out, and the next result is going to be on the experience chart for Phil Linz. And he is semi-icon. And Gibson is an icon. So we got 1-1. Struck him out. So that's the third K for Gibson. Blows some heat past Linz for the 3rd out. And we've got no score at the end of 3. The game is living up to its hype so far. And we go back to the main chart. Top of the 4th, Curt Flood the batter, right-handed. 1-2-4, control pitcher, gets him to ground out to short. Harrelson up with it, over to first. Kranepool, 1 down. Orlando Cepeda, 2-3-6. A double control pitcher will get him to ground out to short, and Seaver is double control, so I'm pretty sure that means he gets the next 2 outs. So he gets 2 more ground outs, and that will end the inning. Cepeda out, and Mike Shannon also hits a ground ball. Back to the pitcher, Seaver to first, and that was a quick inning. So Ron Swoboda up, as Lindsey Nelson used to say, Swoboda as opposed to Swoboda. So Ron Swoboda, number 3 hitter, 1-2-4. Control pitcher gets him to ground out to short, so the shortstops are getting a lot of action today. Maxwell over to first, and 1 down. Cleon Jones, batting right, steps in against Gibson, 1-5-5. A home run king, and Jones is not, so he's just a deep fly to center. Curt Flood's under that one for 2 outs. Ed Charles, third baseman, steps in. 1-2-6, and a fresh pitcher gets him to line out to second base. And with the special era rules, a pitcher is fresh until the 4th inning, which this is, so Gibson gets the line out, 3 outs. Top of the 5th. Now the pitchers are considered semi-fresh. Well, I think actually there is a optional rule where if a pitcher has a shutout, he could still be fresh. Well, we'll see if it comes up. Roger Maris steps in, 1-2-4. Control pitcher gets a ground out to short, and there's another chance for Harrelson. So the control rating has come into play a lot for both pitchers, and both pitchers are rated double control. So we got McCarver steps in, 1-2-2. Champ or whiffer? No. He lines out the 3rd. Charles has got that one. 2 down. This game moving along quickly. Dal Maxwell, the shortstop. He's got the only hit in the game for St. Louis, a double back in the 2nd. 3-6-6. And there's a fly out to center. Agee gets a hold of that one for the third out. And we go to the bottom of the fifth with no score. So Jerry Grote, his second time at bat, struck out the first time. And 1, 2, 3, both Flash and Fresh strikeout. Yeah, I believe there is an option rule that if a pitcher has a shutout going, he can be fresh up until the 7th. So we're going to say both pitchers are still fresh, so that's going to be a strikeout, 4th in the game for Gibson. I might be wrong on that one, but as I've mentioned in the past, this is not a league game. It's not part of anything where I'm keeping stats, so if I make a mistake, so be it. Ed Kranepool is in. He singled the first time up. 5-5-5. An ace or star will get a deep fly out to right field. So Swoboda, Roger Maris is underneath that one. He gets it at the warning track. If we didn't have an ace or star in there, that would have been over the fence, but Gibson is both ace and star. So 2 out. Harrelson at the plate. 3-5-6. And if he's hitting from the same side, no, he's a switch hitter hitting left. Utility hitter he is. He grounds out to short, and here's Maxwell. Again, more action for the shortstops in this game. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 6th, Gibson steps in against Seaver. Left hand, Gibson is a righty batter. 1-1-1, but an ace pitcher will get him to ground out the third, which Seaver is. Charles up with it, over to Kranepool, 1 down. So these pitcher ratings are really coming into play so far this game as far as preventing hits, preventing home runs. Top of the order, Lou Brock for the third time. 3-5-5. And a gilded pitcher is going to let up a single, and with the special era rules, Seaver is gilded. So we're going to check Brock, an active batter. We'll see if he's stealing. And yes, an active runner will go. Grote is an average catcher. So Brock is off and running. And here's the throw from Grote. A 2. He's in there. Brock steals second. Gets under the tag from Harrelson, so St. Louis threatening now with a man on second, 1 out. Julian Javier, the batter. He's 0 for 2 so far. We got 2-2-4. Pitching at home, yes, Seaver gets the home advantage, and he gets Javier to pop up weakly to Harrelson at short, 2 down. Kurt Flood, the batter. He's 0 for 2. 2-4-4. And Ace gets him to fly out to center field, and Seaver is ace. And that will be the third out. So these pitching ratings making a big difference in this game. And Seaver steps in to lead off the inning, gets a nice ovation from the hometown crowd at Shea. And 2-2-5. Star pitcher gets him to ground out the first, and Gibson has the star rating, 1 down. Top of the order, Agee is 1 for 2 so far. 2-3-4. And gets him to pop out the third. Shannon's under that one. 2 down, Phil Linz steps in for his third attempt. One of our memorial players that we are honoring in this game. 1-1-2. Flash pitcher gets a strikeout. He does not have the good eye reading, so it's just a strikeout. That is the 5th K. He gets Linz looking for the second time. 5th K for Gibson. And Seaver, surprisingly, only has 1 strikeout so far. Okay, so Kurt Flood made the last out, so Orlando Cepeda steps in. Top of the 7th, no score. In a classic matchup between 2 Hall of Fame pitchers, both of whom left us in year 2020. Cepeda with the swing. 1-5-5. He is not a home run king, so it's just going to be a fly out to center. Agee is under that one. 1 down. Mike Shannon, he's 0 for 2 on the day. 4-5-5. A flash pitcher will get a strikeout. And Seaver is semi-flash. The decider die agrees. Let's see. No, he's not a good eye. So there's a second strikeout of the game. Roger Maris steps in, hitting left-handed, and 3-3-4. And Ace or Star gets him to pop out the first. Kranepool is under that one, so 3 up, 3 down. 7th inning stretch at Shea. Sellout crowd of 48,000. And Ron Swoboda, he's 0 for 2 on the day. There's the pitch from Gibson, 1-4-5. Gets him to ground out the third. Channon picks it up. Over to first, 1 down. Cleon Jones, cleanup hitter. He's 0 for 2. 1-2-5. And he gets a ground out. But a chance for a semi-whiffer will strike him out. And Decider Die says yes. There's strikeout number 6 for Gibson. He is sharp today. And I think neither pitcher has walked a batter so far. So that double control rating is really showing up in the box score here. Ed Charles, 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh. He will get the strikeout because it is the 7th inning. Okay, so now it's the 8th. So now both pitches are considered semi-fresh. I believe I got the rule right. If not, no worries. So here we go. Top 8. No score. Tim McCarver. Tough to buy a hit in this game. 1-2-4. A control pitcher gets a ground out to short. Harrelson backhands that one. Across the dime at the Kranepool. 1 down. Maxfield the batter. 2-3-4. And he gets him to pop out the third. Charles has got it. 2 down. Gibson will step in. And there's the pitch. 2-5-5. Star pitcher will get the strikeout, and he does. So there's a third strikeout for Seaver. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Both teams only have 2 hits so far. And they might end up in extra innings with this game. I'm hoping it's not going to be an 18-inning game here, because then I'm going to keep you folks on the on YouTube for an hour or so. So here we go. Grody, 1-2-6. Fresh pitcher, no. Sad sack, no. So there's a single past second base for Grody. So the Mets get their 3rd runner of the game. And the next batter is going to go to the baseball right now chart. And let's see. Kranepool steps in. 3-3. Let's see. He is not a hot pitcher. So otherwise ground out, runners advance 1. So Kranepool with an infield out, and Grody moves over to second. So the Mets threatening here with a runner in scoring position. Harrelson the batter. 1 out, man on second. We go back to the main chart. 6-6-6, but that's an ace. Fly out to right field. Maris on the warning track. But even if he wasn't an ace, a deep drive with the glove, and Harrelson would likely not qualify for the possible home run on that. So here's one of those managerial decisions that Gil Hodge does not want to make. Runner in scoring position, 2 out. Scoreless game. Do you take Seaver out? Do you go for a pinch hitter? Oh boy. I hate making a decision like this. What would you fans do right here? You can leave your answer in the comments before I decide what I'm going to do. Well, I mean, they don't have any great hitters here on the bench. What the heck? We're gonna let Seaver bat. See if you disagree. 3-4-5. Let's see. Good eye. No. So I've struck him out, and the next, that's strikeout number 8. I think that's right. Let's see. Iron cat. No, there's no iron catcher. No. Okay. Maybe that was the wrong decision, but. So the next batter is going to be on the baseball right now. So we go to top 9, top of the order. Seaver pitching a strong game here. Only 2 hits. Brock up with the baseball right now. So we eliminate the black one. 3-6. Cold pitcher, no. Pop out the catcher. So Grody gets that one. He calls for it. 1 out. Julian Javier, second baseman. Okay. 0 for 3 on the day. 4-6-6. Control pitcher. Oh, Javier reads this one. Singles past left field. So there's the 3rd hit. He's a neutral runner. Let's see if he's going. No, only a active runner will try to steal. So Kurt Flood with a man on first. Pitch from Seaver. 1-4-4. Flash pitcher gets him to strike out. Decider die says yes. And if it was a good eye, he would... Oh no, let's see. Whiffer strikes out. No. Whiffer, batter strikes out. Flash. All right. So that is... let's see. I can't find that that reading here. Oh no, that's an umpire check. Questionable or lenient umpire calls ball 4. Steiner is respected. Okay, so it's just a strikeout. Close call there. So that's the 4th strikeout for Seaver. If we had a questionable or lenient umpire, it would have been base on balls. So Cepeda up, man on first, 2 down. Pitch from Seaver, 2-3-6. Double control gets him to ground out to the pitcher. Seaver picks it up and throws the Krampel at first. Now, I'm not sure if a double control, I don't think that would carry over to the next inning. I'm pretty sure he would, because usually a double control means he gets 2 consecutive outs. I don't think that carries over to the next inning. So here we go, bottom of the 9th, 0-0. Both teams with only 3 hits, and from replaying the 1969 season, I know when these pitchers faced each other, I'm pretty sure both of them went into the 10th inning. So I feel okay about leaving Seaver into bat there in the 9th. So here we go. Tommy Agee leading off, bottom of the 9th, 2-4-5. He is not a hero, so he's just going to pop out the second. Wait a minute. Was the last out a... maybe I'm reading it wrong. Was the last out on the... no, all right, it was on this chart. So 2-4-5, pop out the second. So Javier gets it, and now the next one is on the player experience chart. So Phil Linz is semi-icon, Gibson is icon, as far as their experience goes. 2-5, an icon batter. Decider die says no, so he grounds out to short. Maxville over to first. So if the decider die came up, yes, he would have had a single, but Linz was only semi-icon. So there's a break there for Gibson. 2 down. Swoboda the batter. Mets need a hit here, or we're going into extra innings. And I hope my voice can hold up. Well, here we go. Swoboda. 2-3-6. Double control. There's that reading again. Gets a ground out to the shortstop. And again, I don't think that's going to carry over to the next inning. So here we go. 0-0. Top of the 10th. Both pitchers have only allowed 3 hits, and neither pitcher has walked the batter. Mike Shannon, 0 for 3, leading off the 10th. 4-4-6. A star pitcher gets a ground. No, he is not a star. So we'll check the next one. No. He singles to right, and an active batter. He is not an active runner. So Shannon with a leadoff single brings up Roger Maris. Do we attempt the bunt? Maris is a lefty. We're going to let him swing away. 3-3-5. That's going to be a single to right field. And let's see. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. So Seaver has allowed 2 hits. to start off the 10th. And the Cardinals threatening with 1st and 3rd. And McCarver up. Should we have Gil Hodges take a walk to the mound? Let's see. Add or remove any pitching quality. Yeah, okay, Hodges is going to come out to talk to Seaver. And we are going to add the star quality to this at-bat for Tim McCarver, and the Mets are going to pull the infield in. So McCarver the batter, infield in, and Seaver has the temporary star quality for this at-bat. He's going to need it. 1-4-5. He is not a struggler yet, so he gets a ground out to 1st or 3rd, and we're going to have to check the infield in chart. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Well, I did it again. I forgot that this camera automatically shuts off after 30 minutes. And it must have happened while I was talking, and I didn't hear it shut off, and I continued playing the game, not realizing that it wasn't taping. So I'm going to have to recap how it ended up for you. We had the Cardinals batting in the top of the 10th. They had 2 singles to lead off 1st and 3rd. McCarver up, hits into a fielder's choice. Runner holds at 3rd, and then Seaver gets the next 2 batters, Dal Maxwell and pinch hitter Phil Gagliano, to strike out to get out of the inning. So that was top of the 10th, so I pinch hit for Gibson, and I bring it in Wayne Granger to pitch the bottom of the 10th, still scoreless. Granger strikes out Cleon Jones, Ed Charles makes out, Jerry Grody hits his 2nd single of the game, Ed Kranepool makes out number 3. We're going to the 11th inning. Seaver still pitching for the Mets. Now, in the top of the 11th, he gets Lou Brock to lead off. Phil Linz, one of our featured players, makes an infield error. Kurt Flood singles to right field. Ron Swoboda bobbles the ball. And Flood ends up on 2nd on the error, back-to-back errors. Cardinals have 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. We take Seaver out of the game. And we bring in Danny Frisella. Frisella walks Orlando Cepeda for the first base on balls of the game, so Cardinals have bases loaded, 1 out. Mike Shannon hits into a fielder's choice. They get Javier out at the plate. Roger Maris comes up. He gets a short single. Flood scores. There's one. That's the first run of the game. Still bases loaded. And then Tim McCarver comes up, hits a bases clearing double. 3 runs are in. It's now 4-0 Cardinals. We take out Frisella. We bring in Ron Taylor. He gets Dal Maxwell for the 3rd out. So it's 4-0 Cardinals. Bottom of the 11th. Granger pitching his 2nd inning. He gets Harrelson, pinch hitter Shamsky, and Tommy Agee, 1-2-3 for the final out. Actually, Shamsky was batting 9th as part of a double switch. When I brought Frisella in, we did a double switch. So that was the final. St. Louis, 4-0, 8 hits, no errors. Mets, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Seaver charged with the loss, even though the run was unearned. Granger the winner in relief. And our featured players, Lou Brock, 1 for 5 with a stolen base. Bob Gibson, 9 innings, 3 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts, no runs, and no decision. For the Mets, Seaver went 10 1/3. Allowed, how many hits? 5 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts, no earned. And Frisella and... well, Frisella wasn't one of the featured players. And the other one was Phil Linz, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts, and he made the error that started off the whole debacle in the 11th inning. So that's the final, 4-0 St. Louis over the Mets. Thanks for watching, and sorry that I did not get the ending on tape. I'm going to have to keep a timer or something for the next video to remind me when 30 minutes is getting close, so I can get up, shut the camera, and start a new video. So sorry about that. Thanks for watching, and catch us on the next one.